Hey the berries, I hope you're doing well. We are on the 13.1 B patch. If you didn't see the last video where we played Nami, and we played her after she basically received some nerfs. This game we're playing Soraka. There isn't really a reason why I'm necessarily picking Soraka here. I just kind of wanted just to play her, just so that you guys could maybe see how she is in the new patch with all the Grievous Wounds changes. Be interesting to see how many people on the enemy team pick up things like Oblivion Orb and Executioners too. But now that those items are 40% Grievous Wounds, I wouldn't be too surprised if a couple of people picked those up. Also, I was streaming yesterday on Friday, and I had two really fun Senna games actually. So you might end up seeing some more Senna this week. So yeah, that's one champion that I should be looking to play in the very near future. But yeah, Soraka. I think Soraka here is a favourite on the channel. I think one of my most popular guides that I've done for a support champion has been for Soraka, so hopefully we can do her justice in this game. I think we're sitting around about bronze 2 at the moment. After, was it 3 ranked games? So far doing alright on the climb. Our team composition, I'm not a huge fan of it. They're invading as well. We don't really have any crowd control. We have
The whole world in balance.
see if I can land a Q hit. They're still in that bush though. What was I saying? Yeah, we don't have any crowd control, so we've got like a silence and Garen, Shaco Fear. I've got a silence. Jin's got a root. But yeah, on the whole, we basically have like no crowd control. So team fights are going to be out of our control a little bit. We do have more assassins than them. So basically the TLDR is that we need to get ahead early on these assassins if we're going to have a chance. Especially with the fact that we've got pretty much no crowd control on our team. We've got like no forms of hard crowd control, so that basically means like stuns. We got no stuns basically, or displacements, or knockups. So yeah, we'll see how we do. It's gonna be a bit goofy. They could be hiding in this brush here with the Morgana binding, and they got the Morgana Caitlyn combo, which if you're not aware of is a pretty deadly combo. If I get hit by a binding, then it's a Caitlyn trap, and then it's like a whole Caitlyn combo on top of my face, which is not really something I want to deal with. Also, potentially harassing a Caitlyn in particular is going to be quite tough because of her auto attack range. So the key is just get as many auto hits as I can here actually. When that Morgana binding's down, that's my opening to like go in and do some damage. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, what's the Jin W? Nice. I mean, so far we're bullying the lane quite nicely. We're solo bullying it. Morgana's popped a health potion. Jin is hopefully, yeah, he's warding the river. Good, good. We'll probably try and put 3 points in Q. That will enable us to Q the casters, the enemy caster minions at the back, and then Jin will just have to do 1 Q on those, and then he can clear out those caster minions. If you don't know, Jin's bouncing grenade, his Q, does more damage the more units it kills. So it will kill the 3 caster minions, and then it will have like extra damage on that 4th bounce, and hopefully it will land on an enemy champion that's like the Caitlyn, for example, behind the wave. Okay. Very early use of cleanse there. Just throwing down my silence just for some gold and some mana for band stacks. Okay, good job. One of our assassins is getting kills early. I'm not a huge fan of this lane positioning here. Okay, let's just pop the health potion here. Morgana used the Q on a minion. Morgana's going out of mana. Viego's topside, so we can keep doing stuff here. That's fine. Maybe he Qs this. Doesn't bounce over towards Caitlyn, unfortunately. I mean, we could look to recall here on this wave as a cannon minion wave, but
Every step is a new journey.
we're just kind of chilling. I don't think we'll get a kill here. They're more likely to get a kill. All they have to do is basically land one binding, and then it puts us in a really horrible situation. Like the Jin's already had to blow his cleanse, for example. In terms of gold generation, I'm beating the Morgana right now. 290 to 170 on that front. Yeah, she's kind of getting desperate, just chucking out random bindings. We need a level 4. Just whatever I do now, I just cannot get hit by a binding. If I get hit by a binding, I'm griefing. Morgana has no more health potions. She has a stopwatch, but it's not going to be active just yet. Okay. Luckily that was like a max range binding land, so Caitlyn wasn't like close enough to put down her trap. So I'm gonna hit these casting minions at the back here. And then I think we should just look to recall. Okay, good. We'll pick up a Fairy Charm and a Control Ward. We'll do a refillable. I'm not a huge fan of refillable, but I don't like having 150 gold in my bags unused. So that gave us a decent like recall timing. We're up on CS by 5. We have about 100 gold extra generated from our support item compared to the Morgana, but now it's now more dangerous. So now they have more damage items, particularly the Caitlyn. If any of us get hit by a binding here and Caitlyn's able to follow up, then it ends up being a little bit more tricky. Jhin picks up a cannon minion, which is huge. Unfortunately, our cannon minion there isn't dying, so Caitlyn's probably going to be able to pick up. Oh no, the cannon minion actually died, so I don't think Caitlyn missed out on a cannon. Strange build. Hydra looking like a Hydra Jhin. I nearly walked into that, that would have been insane. Jhin is deep warding. It's very cool of him. I'm just here poking. Caitlyn has 1 health potion and 3 cookies, so we've got a lot to get through there. Right, 3 points in Q. From the next wave onwards, we'll start setting up the Jhin, his Q, and hopefully he utilizes it in order to get some extra poke in. So if we Q that, minions at the back there are low enough for Jhin to Q, and hopefully it then like hits the Caitlyn or like the Morgana. Boing boing boing. There we go. Top up Jhin a little bit. Hit the Caitlyn. Heal up the Jhin with the rejuvenation buff that we got. And now I've got wards and Viego's down here. Carly wants to come down for it. Let's see what we can do for her here. I don't think we can do too much. Okay. Never mind. I lied. I'm quite surprised he went down that easy. Those caster minions are set up again for Jhin. If he wants to use the Q on those and try and hit the Caitlyn or the Morgana, that'd be cool. Yeah, this is the combo here that I was initially worried about, but Jhin backed me up there quite nicely. Caitlyn's quite low HP. Once again, queued the caster minions at the back. That gives him an opportunity to queue those. Don't know where... Okay, Caitlyn's still here. I'm going to ping it. Jin's... Oh, Jhin used his ulti early, didn't he, on the Viego? I think I'm dead. Nice flash gen. Very, very cool. I like that. Appreciate you, buddy. That was a pretty good Morgana play there. Kind of caught me off guard. I mean, team's doing great. Shouldn't didn't get any assists by chucking my ulti down earlier. But no, it's going okay considering how deadly the lane is, and then Jhin is still up on a good chunk of CS now, 82 to 66. If I had died there, it would have undone Jin's CS lead, but he's no, he's doing alright. He's being aggressive when he needs to be. He's CSing. He's got the highest CS in the game by quite a large margin. Enemy jungler seems irrelevant at the moment. So everything what I said at the start is that we needed to get ahead early with our double assassin composition has happened. I'll just get rid of that in a second. Once again, cue these casters at the back without getting caught. That'd be good. So yeah, my only kind of like gripe here is that Jin's not utilizing. The me poking down the caster minions as much as I would like him to. There is a trap in this bush. Okay. Shaco is here. There is a trap there. Yeah, I wouldn't have face checked that bush if I knew like Shaco wasn't coming down. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Both junglers kind of having a bad day at the office. I'm not sure what he thought would happen there. I've got my ulti coming up shortly. Is the mid laner getting Cass? Shouldn't necessarily be roaming down too quickly. I've got ulti. I need to be a little bit careful. Diego's like on his way down. Caitlyn ulti could be up soon. Okay, that gives me a tiny bit more health back. Got like my finger on R just in case anything spooky happens. I don't like this being by myself here. Right, Karen's 4-0 bot. I mean, this is probably the first game in this series where we haven't had to like go Giga carry mode. We'll do like a moonstone still. Let's keep an eye on the map just in case anyone needs ulti. Karen's pretty low there. No one's touched dragon and it's 13 minutes into the game. Someone's touched dragon. Right, we get Herald as a response. We could then use that mid. There isn't that much time until plates fall off, so they'll have to be quick to use it mid. They're not killing it that fast, so I don't know. They might get one opportunity to like just immediately chuck it down onto mid for the plates. That's some decent warding. That gives us a heads up. Finally we get the Herald. Only 20 seconds and Shaco recalled instantly, so yeah, we're not going to be able to use that Herald for any plates unfortunately. No one on their team's picked up Oblivion or were Executioners at the moment. No one's rushed it, so that's nice. Oh, Viego's here. pop the heal straight away there for movement speed. Jhin kind of wasted his ulti there a little bit. This could be too cheeky. Nice, just waste a little bit more of their time. Caitlyn moved forward there, thinking that she could hit me then. She was just out of range.
Where am I needed?
Could have maybe have ulted there for Akali, maybe.
This is my path.
Jhin doesn't have ulti. Just keeping an eye on this push. Garen's like kind of lowish. Setting up the Q again for the caster minions. Jin's starting to run out of mana there. I don't know how much longer he's going to want to stay here. Yeah, in terms of like a laning phase, this is like one of the most kind of like 2v2 laning phases that we've had in some time. And like usually laning phase is over ages ago. I'm kind of surprised that we're still here and not like mid, for example. This Garen's coming bot side now. Jin's got ulti soon. He needs 100 mana for that. Yeah, this laning phase has gone on for like days, man. This feels like a first time in ages. Feels like a bot lane island.
Every step, a new journey.
I mean, Jin's got ulti. Garen's down him. That's a tier 1. Cass is around here around her blue buff. Okay, looks like we could end up having Viego here. Oh, okay. I was gonna use that boss cone. We're gonna find us Akali's like around. I wasn't too sure if Viego's gonna go onto me there or not. I can't really get in range, man. I'm just hanging around. I used my ulti and one heal. Silence used. Okay, looks like Cassante was running it a little bit. You kind of looked lost. But yeah, an easy peasy quadra for Garen. He's now 9-0. So yeah, we're just kind of getting carried this game. I mean, we haven't done anything wrong. It's just one of those games where top diff. Doesn't happen too often actually, but yeah, in this case it kind of looks like it's approaching the over status already. That's 4 of their turrets down. We just need to take the dragon here. Get another herald. We can easily get a tier 2, I think. And we just play as a group of 5 people, and I don't think there's anything they can actually do to stop us with this advantage. I don't think like their bot lane did anything wrong there either. I think Morgana probably should have pressured more of her bindings. I think she could have probably done more of her bindings. But on the whole, I don't think there was too much else they could do, especially when you're playing against a Shaco. It's kind of scary to go too far up the lane and then getting caught by a stealth champion. Very strange Jhin build there though. Hydra into, I'm assuming, Gale Force. I haven't seen that before.
For peace of mind.
Not sure about this ult. Interrupted Viego's. Oh, he's now got rooted as well. He's dead. I might be in a bit of bother here. Silence to Caitlyn. She might get rooted there? No. Shaco should just better get away from that anyway. Garen's here now. We all know how fed he is. There's a trap right here. I'm trying to like bait him into it. Although the Morgana Black Shield would prevent him from getting fed. The Andrews might kill Morgana there. Trying to encourage this Viego to come onto me here. We just leave it. We're just teasing. There isn't really too much to do here. Yeah, this game's kind of unzoned. We're just chilling. Kind of needed this kind of game today. I didn't sleep very well last night. My son was up most of the night because he was being ill, so I'm a bit tired. So getting a freebie when not feeling 100% myself is always nice. I'm not gonna complain. Chico's used his ulti, but he can just Q away. And there's the Baron up that we could look to doing. I think we could kill it relatively quickly. Like, I don't think there's anything here that the enemy can do. I just missed my E and my Q. Got my ulti ready. Garen's pushing in top. The end is nigh, basically. Just try and top people up here so we can stay a little bit longer. Kind of rude that the Caitlyn's ulting me. Don't die, my dude. Enemy team surrendered. GG! Nothing particular spectacular. Sorry there wasn't anything particularly spectacular going on in this game. No hardcore carry stuff. But maybe for the next one we'll try and do something a little bit more spicy, like a Senna, like I mentioned at the start of the video. We're on the Jhin. That was a nice flash that he used to save my life there. It could have easily gone wrong. But yeah, plus 40 LP, 89 LP, bronze 2. I think by the end of placements, I'd be surprised if I don't enter silver. But yeah, I mean, Garen basically just overtook the game. We needed to win early against their team, I feel like, and that's kind of what happened. So yeah, because you got 2 assassins on our team, we've got no crowd control. I think late game team fights would have been exceptionally difficult. So from our position in bot lane, we were up in CS, but we weren't able to kill them. I think there are probably times there where Shaco probably could have gone behind their lane and looked to make a play, like a proper play, since they were dipping down in the health bars. Maybe we could have utilized Jhin ulti a little bit better in terms of like seeking for those kills, but on the whole, nothing really going on that one. It's just I was spectator. Largely a spectator in that game, and just let the other people do what they needed to do, and we didn't die. So mission accomplished. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video regardless. Tomorrow we'll be having another episode of the Unranked Diamond series, and I will try to play something spicier. Okay. All the best, and if you are watching this, then I might be live. I am streaming every single day on twitch.tv/Bizzleberry, apart from Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those when I have days off. Generally, so I think there's like a Tuesday and Wednesday coming up that are going to be switched because there's like train strikes and in the UK, and I need to do childcare. But yeah, apart from like random stuff like that, generally every single day apart from the 2 T's, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, bye, see you tomorrow for another video.